What's up, everybody? This is Slept On. Today we are at That's So Vintage here in Union Market, DC. Today we are going to see what we have. We are looking for male clothes here, you know what I'm saying? But looks like there's a lot of clothes for the ladies. We'll check it out and we will also see who's today's top fits are. We're going to be interviewing and highlighting who's got the best fits and what's most slept on here at the market. So let's get started. As somebody who's over 6 feet and is in a flea, where do you find your clothes, bro?
You really just got to sort through everything. The more options you have, the better. But a lot of times it's just looking through everything, and you got to be knowing that it's not all going to fit you, and you got to find the right stuff. And it's just the game it is. It's worst problems to have.
Right. Hey, have you been to a flea so far where you found like a lot of vendors, even for male clothes?
Yeah, I will say out here, I was back last time that this event happened a couple months back. They had a lot of good clothes for kind of like larger size. So I know there's a lot of vendors in particular who specialize in that sort of thing. And those are usually the better people to start off with.
All right. Do you know any vendors on hand? Like, word of mouth?
I don't know any of them offhand, but I think that, oftentimes just asking around, right? The space, everybody knows a lot of times who has stuff is more likely to fit some of the plus size people and some of the larger sizes. So just asking, I found that when you find somebody who does, they oftentimes continue to have that stuff.
No, I appreciate that, man. What's your name, bro?
Will.
Will.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, do you have IG?
Yeah.
Say it for the
Hit me
camera.
up on Instagram, mccreight.will, MCCREIGHT.WILL.
What do you think in fashion, culture, styling right now is most slept on?
Most slept on. I think that my general 2 cents is that you should just go after what you think speaks the most to you, right? Like your own style, because trends are going to come and go, but like what you feel most comfortable in, what makes you feel the most confident, that is going to be the best thing to be wearing, regardless of what's in fashion or not.
Right. And what's that piece for you?
For me, it is, I like to kind of shop a little bit of like the simple basic stuff that I look for like a bit of an elevated twist to it. So not really anything I'm rocking right now, but classy stuff.
I see you.
Classy stuff with a little bit of a twist in it, right? Like, the essentials, but upscale a little bit is what I like.
No, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah. Thanks again.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Everybody, this is Slept On, and we are with the lovely
Amanda.
Amanda.
Yes.
And what's your Instagram, Amanda?
I don't have Instagram, but I have TikTok with
Okay.
Miss Panda Rob on TikTok.
All right, Miss Panda Rob.
Yes.
All right, Amanda. Well, we have a couple questions for you. First off, what does style mean to you?
Style is like a form of self-expression. It's like how you want to show up in the world, how you want other people to view you. Is I feel like that's your style.
And when did you feel like you had that I got it moment with your style where you felt like you really figured out who you were and how to express that through your fashion? When did you feel like you found that?
Honestly, I feel like it's been in the last couple years. Like I feel like my style has evolved over the years. I feel like in college and like right after, it felt like I was just trying to keep up with the trends. Where now I just feel like I really just want to express myself and like what makes me feel comfortable. So I feel like in the last couple years have I really like dove into like what I really like versus like what I feel like looks good, if you per se. And also comfort has been like a big thing for me here recently. Where before, I'd be like everything is tight, everything is short, heels. And now I'm just like, I really want to express myself a little bit better, but I also want to feel comfortable in my clothes.
Right. Yeah. You got to feel good in what you're wearing as well. And one final question for you: what do you feel like is most slept on? That could be with fashion, culture, anything right now.
The most slept on, I feel like honestly, the thing that's most slept on is switching your style. I think a lot of people stay in a box or just stay with what they're kind of used to instead of just exploring other styles and seeing what other things look good on you. I feel like that's a slept on thing. I have one friend who like kind of changes his style up every couple years. And I really like that because it's like you do evolve as people, like as you grow and as you learn stuff. So I think it's slept on to like switch up your style a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that, Amanda.
Yeah.
Hey, Thank you for your time.
Thank you. This
Yeah,
was
I
amazing.
appreciate you. All right, this is Slept On, and today I'm with the beautiful ladies. What's your name?
Cat.
Kat
Denny.
and Denny. All right, today we're going to be talking about style. So I want to ask you guys each a question. So first and foremost, Denny, what does style mean to you?
Style means expression. Styles means creativity. Style means authenticity and vulnerability, as well as courage to do all the things that I just said. So that's what style is to me.
That's dope.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
dope.
yeah.
All right, and a question for you. When did you feel like you had that it moment when you found your style?
Yeah.
When did you feel validated in your own style, expressing who you were through your fashion?
Yeah. I would say the moment that I figured out how I wanted to show up in this world was the moment that I realized my style. Like, it took a lot of figuring out how I wanted to be, how I wanted to be perceived, and realizing that I wasn't in any type of box and I could just express myself the way I wanted to.
Yeah.
Then it all started to come together.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Another question for both of y'all. What's most slept on? We're going to start with you, Denny.
What's most slept on?
What's most slept on?
I'd probably say a good nap. Like no pun intended here. That's crazy. But I just feel like we don't take enough naps, and I feel like really I take naps often. And they're like, "You nap?" Yes, I'm taking a nap right now. So we need naps.
Okay,
Bring back
naps. Bring them back.
What's most slept on? Wearing stuff the way that you want to wear it. Like, just because a shirt it has a design on the back doesn't mean you have to wear it like that. You can turn it around.
Yeah.
You can mix the colors up. You can mix the textures up. You can wear white before Memorial Day, wherever the rules are.
Labor Day.
They do not exist.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. And what's your IG?
Cat underscore like meow.
And your IG?
Ducked off Denson.
Ducked off dancing.
Yeah.
And what inspires your fit today?
You're not even gonna believe it. So Kat pulled up to grab something from me real quick, and I was like, "Where you about to go?" And she was like, "Over here to this thing." And I was like, "I need a Coke. I'm gonna walk with you," but I had on sweatpants. And I saw what she was wearing, and I just real quick put this on in the house just so I could walk next to Kat and feel like I am somebody, you know?
Yo, this is a great just throw it on fit.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
How about you? What inspired your look today?
Right. Today it was Avril Lavigne. It was given Avril Lavigne.
Okay.
You know, I had the cut up shirt. I was like, let's just go all the way punk rock with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, I appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you so much.
Yeah. Slept on. Today we are with
Delita. Yes.
And what's your IG?
Call me Delita.
It's great. So today, Delita, we want to ask you, what does style mean to you?
I think it's just a way of expression, just how you feel sometimes. Because there's a lot going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
So whatever makes you happy, that's what I think you should. I would call fashion or style.
Okay, and we have to ask you, what inspired your look today?
I think the weather was a little dull, and a lot of people are like in black and brown. So I was like, you know what? Let me bring some sunshine into it. So,
Yeah, bring some life to us.
Yeah,
Okay, hey,
absolutely.
we have another question for you. What do you believe is most slept on? Something that's underrated, underappreciated in fashion, style, or life in general?
I think it's just being yourself, really, because a lot of people are trying to just be who they're not. I think really just embracing who you are as a person, it's really important. Because once you embrace who you are on the inside, it kind of shows up on the outside too.
Yeah.
My name is Blue. I also go by Josiah.
All right, Josiah. Hey, what's your IG, bro?
My IG is Josiah, so it's JAZIYYAHH.
All right.
Blue Circle.
Okay, bet. Oh, you verified. All right.
Oh,
Well,
not that. Like the actual profile.
okay, bet.
I don't care about that.
All right. Well, Josiah, I just want to ask you today, bro, what does style mean to you?
Oh, style is just expression. It's all about what you feel like makes you the most comfortable, but also makes you feel like I'm stepping out and I'm showcasing my personality. So I think everybody has their own unique style, and I think that what style means to me is like, okay, without talking, how can I express myself?
Okay, Josiah, when did you feel like you found your sense of fashion? Like when you found out like this was it? Like, did you have that moment, that like eureka moment?
That's literally a perfect question because I think I have like every maybe 2 or 3 years, I feel like well, really sometimes a lot more often, but I feel like every 2 or 3 years, I'm like, okay, I want to redefine. So I'll just like clear out my wardrobe, figure out what aesthetic I kind of want to go with. But I think more recently, due to like therapy, I'm also a writer and a poet. So I feel like the closer I've gotten to myself, the closer I've gotten to like how I show up in the world. So I feel like very recently, like literally in the past 2 weeks, I've been like, you know what, I think I want to like show up differently. So that's coming up in like even this outfit today. I was like, I'm kind of fucking with this, and I've gotten a compliment everywhere I went.
Sure.
So I'm like, that's just gotta figure out how you want to show up in the world, and then it will reflect back to you.
Nah, don't fit, bro. And what's inspired today's fit?
What inspired today's fit? Well, I go by blue, so my favorite color is blue. But in terms of like the style overall, I think I kind of stopped trying to do like regular sandwich fits. I was like, what just feels like it goes together. So I'm a big silverware, so silver.
Right.
I found this belt actually today. I was walking.
Where was that at?
I'm staying at the Line DC, and there's like this pop-up thrift shop, and I saw the belt. I'm a big Kendrick fan too, so he had like this big belt buckle, and I was like, I kind of fuck with this, so I just picked it up, and I was like, okay, how can I like just stay on the scheme but not be like too matchy? So
bro.
yeah,
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. Hey, and a final question for you: what is most slept on?
ooh, what is most slept on? Therapy. Therapy is the most slept on thing.
You know what's
Now,
crazy? I think it's the second time we've heard that today.
Really? Today? I'm telling you. I literally found my therapist on therapyforblackgirls.com. And I think, yeah, the more I've been in it, the more I've gotten closer to myself. And I feel like I just told you, it's not just about solving something, but it's about like getting closer to you, and then you can figure out how you do the rest of that and whatever else you do.
Okay, hey, Josiah, I appreciate you, man. Hey, swaggy fit, man. You definitely top 10.
Hey,
We're here to talk about your brand. What's your brand?
It's called Rose Lane Studio.
Rose Lane Studio. What's your name?
Carla.
Carla. Now, Carla, what we want to talk about is what does style mean to you? Now, we see you with upcycled denim, and are you based here in Washington, D.C.?
Yes, I'm based in the DMV area. And style to me is creative expression, but most importantly, it's sustainability. I upcycle clothes, I design all of this, and about 13 million tons of waste, end up in landfills each year. And denim is makes up a huge, large portion of it. I think it's all about creativity and being weird, being awesome, being you, which is everything that's my brand is about. So,
Right. And
yeah.
what inspired you to start your brand?
I think the amount of clothing that ends up in landfills is sad, and it's really affecting globally climate change and everything. So that's why I wanted to do something that would change the fashion industry.
Yeah.
Moving forward, I think sustainability should be the top priority in every clothing brand. And everything is handmade in Thailand, which is where I'm from.
Okay, really?
And I would go source piece by piece in the border of Thailand near Cambodia, which is where all the landfills and all the clothes are dumped there from everywhere around the world.
Wow,
So
really?
seeing that, was a major shock for me, and I was like, I should do something with this. And I love design, I love fashion. Like growing up, I love just wearing fun, unique clothes, changing my style. So that's how it got started.
Okay, that's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. And one more question for you. What do you feel like is most slept on? Like something that's underrated that people don't really have on their radar yet?
Something that's underrated is trying to make your own clothes. I think sewing is a technique that everyone can learn, and it is fun making your own clothes. Clothes that you want to throw out of your closet. Maybe try adding a patchwork, or fixing the trim, or making something cool with it. I think that is very slept on and cool to try.
Nice.
So,
And I know
yeah.
you created a lot of pieces here. Do you also do custom work?
In the near future, we want to do more custom work. Right now, we do customs on our piece that are already designed,
Okay.
but that's something in the near future. So
Okay, that's
Yeah.
great to hear. Well, I appreciate your time.
thank you so much.
Don, today we are with.
Kennedy,
All right, and Kenny, what's your IG?
Kennedy.Tamia.
Okay.
I have another Instagram, but that's like my main page.
Okay, right. We'll keep that private. You know what I'm saying? But all right, Kennedy, today we want to talk about what does style mean to you?
I think style is really just how you express yourself in a way. Obviously, I think that no matter what type of day you're having, when you put on an outfit, you can really kind of change the way the day kind of goes. So it's like expressive and it's bold and it's honest. Yeah.
Okay, nice. And when did you feel like you found your representation of style? Like when you were able to say, "Hey, this is me."
Honestly, like the last 2 years, after I had my son, I feel like my style is constantly evolving, like throughout the years. But I just pull. Like I realized I pulled from who I once was, in high school and in college, and then now it's kind of like meshing into who I am now. But I like both, like street chic. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And what inspired your style today?
I knew I wanted to wear this shirt.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, pull from that. And then I was like, okay, let's stay within the same kind of color tone. So I pulled the dress and made it a skirt. And then I pulled the tights out. I was like, okay, cool. Do I want to keep the brown or do I want to break it in a way? And then I pulled these boots out the last minute. I was like, that's good. It could pull in with the purse.
Okay, right.
And it's not like too monochromatic. There's like I said, a block in the brown.
Right.
And then, put a little bit on
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I love that.
And I realized it always kind of starts with just what one piece you want to actually wear and then build around that.
Right. Okay. I love that. And one final question for you. What's most slept on?
I feel like it's accessories almost, but most people, I feel like if you know, accessories really make the fit. You can have on like a plain top and jeans, but once you put like a scarf on, certain jewelry, a bag, a shoes, then it kind of pulls it all together. So I don't know, a specific accessory, maybe like scarves almost.
Right.
I want to implement more scarves. I love what everybody's doing with the ties, wearing it as belts, just kind of like playing with it. I guess one of the things is kind of slept on too, but like if you know, wear your clothes wrong. Wear them the wrong way. Like this is a necklace on my purse. This dress I'm wearing as a skirt. So,
Right. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Kendi.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Why do you do what you do?
Why do I do what I do?
Yeah.
Because I felt like everybody's trying to follow trends. Everybody's looking for a source of inspiration rather than finding out that they are their own inspiration and letting their experiences and how they view the world be expressed through their fashion. So that's why we really wanted to kind of start this space, is to allow people to have the opportunity to see other people that are like, hey, I'm just me. And this is what makes me, giving them the confidence to express themselves in the way that they truly are.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, pulling from who you already are and then just evolving your style as you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Thank
All
you
right.
for having me.
No problem.
Thank you.
So what inspired my fit today? Man, I don't know, man. I was feeling a little Atlanta today, so I had to rock my Free to Thugger hoodie, you know what I'm saying? A little Travis Scott special. Then we had to rock, a little white tee underneath. We had to layer it a little bit, a little off-white for the belt. We actually have some minimal jeans right here. So we just wanted something a little baggy, but you know what I'm saying? We also going for the straight leg vibe as well. And we got the Lost and Founds. We had to do it to them. It's actually the first time I wore my Lost and Founds, so we'll definitely take that there. You know what I'm saying? Just a little, we adding a little bit of, a little stylish to it as well. Little accessories, I love that, We chained out, but we kept that subtle. But hey, that's today's fit. Now, I want to hear in the comments what y'all think about the little fit for today's fleet. What's good, everybody? It's Slept On. Today we are here with
Matt Flowers, the official
Matt Flowers. Hey, follow him on IG. Same name?
Absolutely. Or Mr. Yoga Man if you really try and get your stretch on.
Hey, get that stretch on. You heard? All right, Matt. Now, today we're going to talk about what does style mean to you?
Style? Ooh, that's a good one because I think it has a very independent feel to it. Like style for everyone is different. For me, it's authenticity to who I am as a person, how I want to express myself. But it's also like embodying myself in the things that are important to me, like 100% cotton. Trying to get away from like inorganic dyes and things of like the poisoning of the earth and myself, right? Like If I'm wearing something, it's mostly cotton. It's mostly something that's good. I know this is a nice like leather rubber jacket kind of thing, but it's one of those things that it was made with a good mindset.
It's made with love.
Yeah, and like in consciousness, right? Like it's not something that like is gonna go bad tomorrow or like next year. Like this is a jacket that I could probably give my kid when he wants to, you know what I'm saying, get thrifty and vintage and all that fun stuff. Fashion is a cyclical thing. It always goes around and around, and you can find ways to restyle something from the past and bring it to the future. So that's style. Yeah.
All right. That's dope. That's dope. All right, Matt. Now, what inspired the fit for today?
Fit for today, it's a little cold outside, a little wet, so I wanted to go with weather repellent, but I also wanted to like show that color scheme, right? So we got the green hoodie with the crop, and then have the colors poking out from the top and the bottom, and you know, kind of just bringing those special splashes. You know, that's definitely what brought me out.
All right, now Matt, what is a moment where you felt like you found your style, your stylistic identity? When did you have that aha eureka moment?
You know, I think I'm glad you asked that question because I think it's a moving goalpost, right? Like I've moved around a lot. I've gotten a chance to like embed myself in a lot of different cultures, and so living in those different states and like dealing with those different people and seeing how they live and how they bring things to color, and being from Maryland, DMV, having our own like style of layering and like pulling different pieces together and like different colors and different patterns together and textures even. I found that it's all about confidence. It's all about being able to see something and like seeing the potential and then running with it. So I'd say that that's definitely where I found my aha moment, that you can continue to grow in fashion. You can continue to like try different things and explore different inspirations. And that's just one of those things that never stops.
All right. Now, Matt, one final question for you. What's most slept on?
Most slept on. Damn, because there's a lot of niggas over here that still asleep. I'd say most slept on is that we are all one, and this divide that's been created throughout history, it's a tough pill not only to swallow, but to stop taking, right? So I think what's slept on is the fact that we're all one, we're all human, we're all going through life, and if we try and do this more together, I think we see some beautiful results.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, man.
Hey, my man, thank you for doing this, bro. What's up, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stop sleeping on niggas, bro.
Hey, and now you've been put on.
Stop it. Stop it.